All right. So, before we get started, I want to remind everyone that this stream is sponsored by DeviantArt. I'm part of a sponsorship program called the DeviantArt Collective. I'll drop a link into the Twitch chat right now. If you stream your artwork on Twitch, DeviantArt is actively looking for new artists to add to our team. They've been supporting the channel for over a year and a half, so if you like what we do here, damn, a year and a half, that's nuts. If you like what we do here, DeviantArt does play a big part as to why we can do this full time. So, that said, welcome everybody. Right now we're going to be we're going to finish up this this digital painting, digital drawing of my original character. I don't draw her a lot. I am going to be hosting a draw this in your style challenge with my original character, but before we can do that, I have to actually, finish drawing my original character. I know the colors are kind of washed out. They're a little muted, a little boring right now, but this is just the base of it. We will be taking it into Photoshop after this, and that's where I'll do all the post-production stuff. We'll do all the level messing around with all the levels and all that, and yeah, and then we'll hopefully have something cool to show you by the time it's done. But welcome everybody. Okay. We're going to play a little bit of some high energy music. I hope you guys are okay with that. It's not like you have a choice, because I'm going to do it anyway. I just said I hope y'all are okay with that. All right, Friday night stream. We are not going to get a lot of traffic tonight. Friday night is like one of the worst times for me to stream. Mainly because there's a lot of big streamers on right now, and they take all the traffic, so don't expect too much from this one. We're not one of the popular kids yet. You know what I'm saying? Buckets, what's going on? So, having walked away from this drawing, even for just a few hours, I'm already looking at it and I'm like, there's gonna be all kinds of shit. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to take this into Photoshop and do a little bit of retooling. We're gonna hit it with a liquify tool. We're gonna do all kinds of stuff, but like, you know how it is. You walk away from a drawing for a few days, you come back and you're like, oh shit, what is even that? So to come back to this after just a few hours and already having that feeling, oh god. So for those who don't know, this week I've been having some real issues drawing. I just like I've just been having such a hard time drawing this week. Um like nothing. That's why we're going digital, because like everything I've been drawing is just looking like shit. So if we finish this, well, we will. But just finishing this, I'm already feeling like better about myself. I couldn't even draw shit all week, man. Nah, yeah, no. However big of a streamer I am, there's always going to be those bigger ones that get all the attention. I actually don't mind not having a shit million followers and viewers. It lets me kind of interact with y'all a little bit more. If I could if I could make big streamer money without the big streamer audience, or Big streamer responsibilities. That'd be awesome. Do you know what I mean? There you go. What time is it for you right now? Ah, damn, it's only 10:45 here. I didn't even realize. It feels like it's 2 in the morning for me. I'm fucking beat. So what's on the menu tonight? What you got going on? Ooh. Hey, thanks for the thanks for the like. I think that's the first. This is the first comment coming in from Facebook ever on the stream. We've got some FB likes, but never FB comments. We you know, well, we stream until the job's done. We just have a lot going on. You might find this interesting. Somebody told me that Anime pulled over 8,000 attendees last show. That's a lot. That's a lot of people. Would that change your decision on whether or not to go there with? I know you have some inventory of some stuff to sell for like 2 days on a weekend to pull in a couple of grand. Would you think that'd be worth? Anime. Anime. I've just been made aware that. Whoops. Yeah, so Anime, I've just been made aware, was over 8,000 attendees last time. That's a lot of people. Like, SAC Anime used to be like 11,000, and that was always one of the top tier shows. Just because, you know, like that's a good number of attendees for, you know, for the size of SAC Anime. But you take something as small as Anime, you put 8,000 attendees there. That's hella people. Oh, so you did sign up. Oh, I think you had mentioned that, but I'm talking about you though. I'm talking about you. As in, like, I know you got like spare stuff to sell. You just got leftover stuff to sell. But I guess you're in a position where you don't really need to do that right anymore, right? Did I tell you we're getting ready to move next year? Getting the fuck out of California. You know what? You and I have had this conversation before. Remember we were driving home from, remember Snafu? When we were driving home from Snafu, we were talking about time versus earnings, you know, per hour at conventions, where it's just like, do you know how much, how many commissions or how much like side work you'd have to do to equate the money that you make just at one weekend of a con? We have a few places in mind right now. Idaho's at the top of the shopping list. And I was just doing the math. I was just like, dude, if I just did hardcore cons like I did before, for like 2 years, we could not only move, it would probably pay off a whole house. Yeah, just 2 years of cons, like not even taking into consideration what we have saved plus my wife's income, like 2 years of hardcore cons that probably not just own like or get, but like pay off 100%. Hey, thanks for the follow. SB, what's going on? Because convention income goes far here in California. Can you imagine how far that goes in another state? I'll just give an example. Like, for just one example, that was like TwitchCon, you know, easy 5-digit, right? And that goes an okay amount here in California. Imagine taking that to like a motherfucker like an Arizona or an Idaho or one of those kind of states. You know what I mean? Like, live comfortable, not just comfortable, but like, you know. So well, that's the thing about conventions. When I stopped doing them full time, people thought, you know what? When I say people, I mean other artists. They're just like, oh, you don't want to do cons anymore? You too good for them? I swear to God, I got that a lot, and I'm like, nah, just fucking, I just can't just do this the rest of my fucking life, you know. Anyway, I always have to emphasize to like new people that like cons are such an awesome, you know, they're sweet. They're pretty sweet. I just didn't want to do that forever. Run yourself into the ground without any plans like a real artist. Do it. That's how we used to do it. That's how the old people did it. Like even if you even if you just go like 2 states inwards, huge difference. But yeah, that's the plan right now. So I will be out in the field again pretty heavily over the next like year and a half, 2 years. Not ideal, but I'm not gonna lie. On top of just living more comfortably, I want like a bigger workspace. There are other things that I want. Like I want a bigger space so that I could shoot. There's like some kind of videos that I want to start making, and it requires more space. So just overall, the answer to that, the answer to getting everything I need is to just do cons for just a slang product for a few years, and then it'll be mine. So for those of you who missed the Artist Alley episodes, guess what, motherfuckers? We're gonna have a ton of those coming out. Absolutely, everybody's goal is different. Yeah, exactly. But no, SB, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like when I told my buddies I wasn't gonna go full time anymore, they took it almost like they took it personally, and I was just like, it is personal for me. It has nothing to do with you though. Like, David, what's going on? Oh, Pokemon Go is sending me notifications right now. I forgot I reinstalled Pokemon Go, and I forgot to turn off notifications. There we go. This is fascinating. This is the least amount of Twitch comments that we have that I've ever had compared to like FB and YouTube. Yeah. Actually, I don't think the straps on the shoes should be the same color as the actual boots. I think it should be. I think it should be this color. Well, right here. Thanks for the follow. Well, I'm glad to hear that business is continuously doing well for you. Very atmospheric face cam. Hey, Chappie, what's going on? Yeah, I know. I got that. I got that Elgato light, giving us a little bit of ambiance tonight. Shout outs to Elgato for sending me a bunch of cool stuff for supporting artists. Have I done NYC? You talking about New York Comic Con or Anime NYC? I've done both of them. The only New York Con that I'll ever do is that I'll ever put major effort into going to is Anime NYC, which I'll be there in 3 weeks. Oh, it's in 2 weeks. Fuck. How's my con the other TwitchCon? TwitchCon went really well. In fact, I have a new episode of my YouTube series, which I just dropped a link right there. What follows me at TwitchCon. I had an art panel at TwitchCon as well, and that's in the episode. And yeah, I love California too, but I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I did everything here already. I'm at this weird point. I don't know if it's weird, but I'm at this point in my life where it's just like, if I wanna see stuff, I'll go out and go do it. Like if I want to go do something, I don't mind traveling and going to do it. But when it comes to like work and home life, my wife and I are both in agreement. We just want some peace and quiet. And then if we want to go do something, we'll go do it. We'll go out and go do it. But yeah, I mean, I could totally see why. You know what? It's the cost of living. Like, yeah, the one, it does feel like I've done everything here in California, but at the same time, if the cost was a little bit more not ridiculous, I'd be more apt to stay. Yeah. No, TwitchCon went really well. Surprisingly well. Like I knew because I did TwitchCon in 2019 and it was really good. So I had an idea of how much I was gonna earn there. I had no fucking idea. Like, so long story short, by the end of day one of TwitchCon, I was running super low on prints. So we had to, on Friday we were so low on prints. I knew that if I didn't go get restocks, we weren't gonna have anything to sell on day three, Sunday. So at the beginning of day two, Saturday morning, I left my buddy to man the table by himself for like 2 hours. There was an Office Depot a little over a mile away from the convention center. So I brought my hand truck, my dolly. I walked a mile over there in the morning. I just waited in front of the Office Depot for it to open. And I was just like, hey, I just need some prints made. So I was there for like an hour and a half or something like that while they were printing all my stuff. I dropped like $500 because I dropped like $500 to get extra stuff printed. Thank God I did. And then I put them in a box, just like a little, it's like a little box, right? But they were really heavy because they're on like 100-pound glossy. So I had this big old hand truck here. I had this big old dolly, right? I had this big old dolly. And I just had like a little box on it. It looked like that. I walked that thing for like a mile. No, the thing is, it was a little box, but you crazy if you think I'm gonna carry this box. Actually, it was like 2 boxes. You crazy if you think I'm gonna carry 2 boxes of prints a mile. You're nuts. Yeah. Yes, that's a thing. You know what helps? You know what helps with that is I have a business account with them, which not only brings the cost of my prints down, but I never get questioned about my fan art ever. Oh hell nah. What's going on, man? What's good? Thanks for coming through. I want to say hi to everybody from wherever you're watching right now. We are. I'm hosting a draw this in your style challenge. I'm going to be hosting that with DeviantArt for the month. The thing is, I need to actually finish drawing my original character, so you guys have some kind of reference for the challenge. Yeah. What's good, man? It's not too much, man. Just I had a really rough week. I had like I just couldn't draw anything. Like everything I tried to draw for like the past 4 days has sucked. I haven't been drawing a lot the past 2 weeks in general, so that's probably what it was. That's why we're doing digital. I was fucking desperate. I was like, I don't know, I need the power of digital on my side. Oh, Fussy, you stopped by the table at Twitch. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. TwitchCon is so for those. Earlier, someone asked about New York Comic Con. TwitchCon and New York Comic Con were on the same weekend this year, and I will choose TwitchCon every day, even if I wasn't, heavily invested in Twitch, and I was just like a normal person who happens to have a Twitch channel. If you're just looking at sales, just strictly from sales, TwitchCon is better than New York Comic Con. I mean, I guess it depends on the crowd, right? Like, it depends on what you have, but like, I don't know. TwitchCon's fucking. That's big sale. That's big boy sales. That's because they have the artist alley is fewer. It's not even 100 artists in the artist alley. That's what it is. All that foot traffic is not even 100 artists in there. Venezuelan hell. What? Is it hot? Just learned the Attack on Titan author is going to be at Anime NYC. Time to go get a ticket. Yo, they Anime NYC goes in hard for Attack on Titan stuff. They always have something Attack on Titan to showcase. Like last year, they had a whole booth up in the front. It wasn't even in the exhibitor hall. I wish we could finish the Attack on Titan collage in time for NYC, but there's no way. Yeah, there's no way that's getting done in 2 weeks. What is everyone doing this weekend? Not with that attitude. Yeah, my priority right now is well, when I finish this, again, this is going to be a draw this in your style challenge that I'm hosting with DeviantArt. That'll be out as soon as I finish this drawing. Super late, dude. I'm late delivering. I hate delivering stuff late. But anyway, and then my priority, honestly, I have a live drawing to do next weekend. I'm at Anime Expo Chibi in Southern California. I have an exhibitor spot there, and I'll be doing a live drawing. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm out of practice. I haven't been drawing a lot lately, and I feel it. And I have to go do a live drawing, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little anxious about it. I haven't been anxious about doing a live drawing, fucking, I don't know, like ever. Maybe the first time I did one, but like, yeah, I'm in this place now, man, where I'm just like a little anxious about doing it, and that's what my focus has to be when we're done with this. Anime Expo Chibi is in Ontario. It's where Anime Los Angeles used to be. Oh, you're talking about the last issue? I'm in the camp that truly believes that the ending to the anime is going to be different than the ending. No spoilers, please. But I have read the comic as well. I've read the manga. I'm one of those people who honestly believes the ending to the anime is going to be different than the one in the manga. There's just no way. There's just no way they're going to end it like that, right? There's just like no fucking way that they're going to do that. A Gundam competition. That sounds hella fun. Is it building? They're gonna do they build? Is it like a bunch of people on a table? Are they building live for competition? Workshops, panels, and vendors. You agree? Yeah, they just can't end it like that. I refuse to believe it. But then at the same time, it'd be ballsy if they did. I don't know. It's whatever. We'll see what happens. I bet he's gonna get a lot of that. For real though? No, but for real, like he has this panel, and people are just gonna come up and ask him questions. The first question is, "Oh, so that last issue, right? For real? For real though? Like for real?" um, I just imagine like one dude in a hoodie just come up. No, but like for real though, like for real. And he's gonna be like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, okay, bet." He just walks away. Well, Chappie, more power to you because you're just gonna keep on watching it. It's not gonna stop. Pomona. What's Pomona? What's in Pomona? Did anyone here go to Lightbox Expo? That shit looks super fire. I couldn't go. Let me rephrase that. I chose not to go. Because I had just gotten done with TwitchCon that weekend, and I had just pocketed a shit ton of money, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to go and spend a bunch of money to go drive down to fucking Pomona to go to Lightbox. I was just like, all right, man. So I just pocketed like hella stacks, and it's staying right in the bank account. It ain't going nowhere. Chris, you should come through. I'm gonna be at Lightbox. You gonna come through? I was just like, look at my bank account. Look at my phone. Look at my bank account. Look at my phone. Nah, I'm good. Staying right there. I wonder, how do they judge Gundam competitions? Is it? It's probably different criteria. I bet speed is one. So I haven't done digital painting in a while. And I definitely don't think I've ever done it here on stream before. So if you guys have never seen how I like to render digitally, I like to just kind of do what I call lazy painting, like this, where I keep, well, literally everything is on one layer, right? Like all my working stuff, my line art and my paintings on one layer. And then I like to use kind of a bit of a desaturated palette when I do stuff. So even though the jacket is brown, I mean, let's face it, it's just like a warm gray, right? It's the same way I use Copics. That's because to me, it helps me get my values down, and I'm not that good with colors. So what we'll do is we'll hit it like this, and then we'll take it into Photoshop and just use all the post-production stuff to spruce it up. That's literally my process when I do digital. Oh, I see. So it's like a car show. You build, you know, you just bring in your car, and then you get judged on different criteria. I hear SAC Anime is going to be sending out acceptance letters soon. SAC Anime is one of those 5-digit shows where I'm just like, I'd really, really like to unload some of my... Here's the cool thing, though. Because I'm going to be going back into cons, not quite full-time, but pretty heavily next year, the thing I'm most excited about is I have all my inventory. Like, I have enough inventory sitting here to last, like, at least, like, 10 to 15 cons. You know, hopefully like 5 super good cons. Yeah, so like my costs are done already, so all I gotta do is get the fuck out there and move product. Yeah. I had the foresight to apply. When I applied, okay, so this year, I don't know who's in the Discord, but I dropped a link into the Twitch chat. I had the foresight, even though I wasn't gonna do full-time cons, I had the foresight to apply to so many cons as if I was doing full-time. That way, if something ever happened and I decided I wanted to go, I can at least go. So now I have Hey Brooklyn, what's going on? Hi. Oh, you can't chat? Oh. Oh, you can? Okay. I was like, what happened? So if you look in the little chat we have underneath my face cam here, Gia says hi. No, but yeah, so I actually have quite a few shows lined up next year. I'm gonna release a big tour list when everything is confirmed for next year. Yeah, it'll show up underneath me, but because you're in the Twitch chat, right? And they're coming from other places, so. I mean, if the Twitch people are watching, I don't know, that's some kind of weird glitch. I'm not in control of any of that, so don't ban me. Don't take away my affiliate for a mistake that y'all made. Oh, no, it's going well. Yeah, Clubhouse was fun for a little bit. No, I like to... Twitch is my thing. That's where I am full time. And I'll be back out doing cons. Not full time, but I'll be back out there next year. And that's it. Actually, next week I'll be at Anime Expo Chibi out in Ontario, California. I'm going to be doing some live art at my exhibitor spot. That's going to be fun. Yeah, exactly, right? Like the idea of being able to not just, you know, oh, we got a house, but like pay that bitch off in like 2 years. I'm talking about fully paid off in like 2 years. That is just too appealing to the long-term future where I'm just like, hey, I'm gonna go back out to these cons, man. Chappie's saying, do you have any One Piece pieces? I don't. So when it comes to all the every character style drawings that I do for the fan art that I sell at cons, I'll do One Piece when it's done. Whenever One Piece is officially over, we'll do it. We'll stream the whole thing, and then I will retire because there's no way I won't be able to retire on that. Yeah, I've not been to Clubhouse either. You've mostly been streaming here on Twitch too. Yeah, you know, I think Clubhouse was doing really well until it went public. Once they brought it on Android and then they got rid of the invite requirement, then it just got really, then it just became Twitter after that. And I just didn't want to be a part of it anymore. I was just like, man, this is a lot of noise going on in here. I'm good. Chappie, that's not my fault. That's not my fault. But I mean, you know how epic that drawing is gonna be? It's gonna be. I'll set pre-orders for it. I'll be like, well, you know how we're gonna do it. For the One Piece, as soon like when it gets closer to being done, I'm actually gonna do a Kickstarter for it. And you know, I'll have all my previous collages, especially the Dragon Ball one. That should stir up enough good faith. And I'm not gonna lie, I only need to raise like if we could raise like 10K on a Kickstarter for it. Like I just want a sign of faith, of good faith, that people are going to buy it when it comes out. Even though I know they will, but I mean, like, excuse me, even though I believe they will, I need y'all to show me. If you don't want to do it, if you don't want it, I don't want to do it. So, but yeah, I'll a little Kickstarter, a 10K Kickstarter, and which essentially would just be pre-orders. And then once that gets funded, then I'll do it. But I'm not going to do something as epic or as life consuming as a One Piece, every One Piece character drawing without some sort of guarantee behind it. I really enjoyed when oh, you've entered the proper chat. Thank you. I really did enjoy Clubhouse when it was invite only. And that's not like an elitist thing. It was just better. Like the quality of conversation on there, the quality of rooms there was better when it was like that. Kept the riffraff out, you know what I'm saying? So we're not trying to. By the way, we're not trying to over render this. By the way, we don't need it to be like hyper realistic, whatever. That's why I'm doing everything on one layer. That's why we're like leaving it kind of. I like that. Do you guys know who? Do you guys follow Stonehouse? Absolutely love Stonehouse's style, where it's very jagged. Isn't the most satisfying part of any drawing or painting when you're done and then you could take it into Photoshop for post-production work and you can just start dicking around with like the levels and all that. I don't know. That's like one of the most satisfying things ever. Became of a time waster when a lot of the rooms were just clicks. Yeah. Exactly, exactly. Oh, you know what it is? I have music playing. Can you guys hear the music? It should be pretty low. Oh. We're not gonna leave it that high though. I get it. It should be really low. It's low enough so that you guys can't hear it, but high enough so that I can get copyright strikes. I did, yeah. Oh yeah, but anyway, that's what that is. I am literally playing music. I try to keep it low, but like sometimes I get too low. What does everyone have planned for the weekend? I'm sure all of us are just working this weekend, right? Does anyone have any yeah, has any fall stuff that you're going to? I don't know. It's like you're going to any food stuff, uh, you know, things like that. I've gone into I've gone into my old Asian mode that my parents taught me, where I'm not like not a single penny is coming out of my bank account until we get that house. Like not a goddamn thing is coming out my account until we get that house. I mean, other than the fact that I bought a new, other than business expenses. So sad days. This lens that I used to use, before I upgraded all my camera gear, but because when I shoot my YouTube series now, I shoot on a 35 mil lens because I just like how it looks. But sometimes you're in really tight spaces, so I have to go back to my old 15 mil. And I finally broke it. I've been using that since like 2017. But I bought a new one, and I'm really excited because I was shooting office vlogs, like in studio office things, but it's a really tight space in here, so I can't really use those 35s. So I was super excited. I was like, yeah, let's go. And then I drop it, and then it must have deformed something because now, anyway, it's fucked up. I'm happy to get this new lens. So yeah, office studio vlogs are coming in soon. What am I moving for? I just want to move. I need a bigger place. Save so much time out of your day. Stream went very well earlier today. Almost finished your piece. Actually, feel free to share it in the Discord. I dropped a link to the Discord into the Twitch chat for anyone who wants to hop in. Discord, it took a while for me to hop onto the Discord train My God, I fucking love Discord. That is where I'm most active now. For me, like Discord is my social media now. Like that's like where I hang out. That's where I that's where I interact with people the most. Like actual interactions with people. Discord is the shit, man. You'll have a nose. What? Yeah, yeah. Discord, it's your community. Like you get to decide what kind of vibe that you want there. I spent $50 a month on that shit, man. I better decide what I want to do with that community. We almost have 1,000 people in there. I think we should be about 800. I'm honestly fine with how it is right now. Like it'd be cool to have a hell of people in there, but sometimes I see these discords where there's just so many people, and I'm just like, you can't even. It's the same thing where, you know, some of the live streams where there's a shit ton of people, you can't even interact with the chat. So I was saying earlier, because I'm never gonna make partner here on Twitch, I honestly don't care if my Twitch grows. I would love to have a smaller community on Twitch. However, I do want the Twitch money. We'll figure out how to do that. Oh yeah, I gave you the god powers on Twitch. Ooh, put it in the Discord. I actually put up a short on YouTube today. Let's see how it's performing. 1.5K? I'll take that. I'll go ahead and keep these colors on their own layer. So this is the fun part. This is the post-production stuff. Ugh, flat face. Actually, the face had a good structure, but people were complaining that she looked too much like a guy, so we went ahead and changed the facial structure, which is why it looks all lopsided now. That's what the liquefy tool is for. You see a lot more artists switching over to Twitch. So here's a fun story. We actually went in depth a couple days ago when we were working on some redesigns in our sketchbook. I actually went into depth about the different things that I was thinking about when I first designed this character. One of the main things was, you know, I was in a really bad place in my life when I designed this character, and I was just like taking all my thoughts and stuff, and that's when I wrote out the story for my comic, which has been on the back burner for so long. Hey, thank you for the follow. And when I made the character, I was like, one of the things that I wanted was for her to be taken seriously. So at the time, I was just like, well, I wanted to make sure she wasn't over sexualized. And at the time, I thought that the only way to do that was to kind of remove a lot of the feminine features, which is not the correct way to do it. But that's what I did at the time. And that's why a lot of the drawings actually do kind of look like a guy, because she wore baggy clothes. She actually had cargo pants for the longest time and a puffy jacket, right? And short hair. So those are just things where you're just like, when people make OCs, usually they don't have that going on. And, you know, what's going on? So, in short, that's a lot of what went into the design of this character. Yeah, and so moving forward, I ended up here. I'll pull up some old reference pictures. So these are like the old ones. And moving forward, so like even this here, I always had her in kind of baggy clothes. But as time went on, I changed it up, so I put her in leggings. That's canon. Or not leggings, but like tights, right? So then you can actually see her figure a little bit more. And once I did that, it was like, especially with the silhouette. Yeah, when you see her silhouette, which I did here, I don't know if you'll be able to see. But we were working, and when you look at her silhouette now, this is all from stuff we did earlier this week. Anyway. Yeah, a lot of people do think it's a guy, but we're here to fix that. So that was my fault. That was a poor design on my part. Digging the rendering on the clothes. Hey, thank you. And, you know, I gave her big shoulder pads just because again, when it came to designing the silhouette of it, I was just like, oh, those big shoulder pads are really cool. Well, not only did I take away feminine features, I almost added masculine features, which understandable why you'd be mistaken, right? Oh, D, thank you. The probability of me participating in the draw this in your style may have just increased 1%. Oh, that's sexist and racist somehow. No, I'm just kidding. Uh, beach meal, hustle bustle when you get some money. Chappie, don't you already have a shit ton of them? The originals? I know, D has a bunch. Pink is my favorite color. All right. So we actually, and again, we talked about this the other day, but let's go ahead and talk about it now before we move forward. So not just the aesthetic changes that I've made over the years to this character, but let me know if the background music is too loud. Okay, I'll turn it down. Not just the aesthetics, but like in regards to the story, okay, we'll talk about the earpieces. They're not headphones. They actually, I designed these long before Yume released those glowing cat ear headphones, right? Which was great when those came out because all of a sudden people thought that's what these were. These serve a function in the story, but when I was designing them, I went through actually quite a few different ones, and a lot of them kind of look like Bluetooth headsets, right? And I decided on this one because I wanted a way to put my logo on something that kind of worked in universe, that worked in canon, right? So I came up with this right here. And so I was just like, well, if I put my logo on it, then I mean, you could steal you could like bootleg prints of this character, but at the end of the day, it's my logo on it, right? Someone would have to go in, fucking paint over it, you know what I mean? Like an asshole. Like anyway. This is how little I do digital. I don't even know where the... Hold on, I'm looking for a tool right now. This is how little I use digital. I don't even know where the thing is. Hold on. Where's that thing? You gonna catch some Z's? Yeah, thanks for coming through. It's good to see you again. No, my usual stream time is Monday through Friday, around 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm just looking for the airbrush. It wouldn't be up here, isn't it? Oh, you know what? It's a brush here, isn't it? It's one of these things. Fucking duh. Alright, I got it. I figured it out. Don't even trip, dog. Don't even trip. I got it. Where's the one I'm looking for? Is it this one? I think it's multiply that I usually use. That's how long it's been. It's the middle of the workday. Yeah. But right now, I'm so behind on work that I'm just kind of like, just doing whatever. I'm just on trying to get some shit done. I met Grim on Twitch the other day. Oh, Grim's my boy. Yeah, that's my boy. Yeah, I met him at Level Up Expo a few years ago. He's cool. I think he was kind of a dick to me back then. just like Borden. Just like Hyper Booster. I don't know if I give off some kind of vibe. But that's okay. I win everybody over in the end. I always win in the end. He almost got it right first try. Let's just turn it grayscale. That's what I do with everything, right? Eh. Keep forgetting Photoshop and Clip Studio have different commands. Thanks for the honestly, thank you for the follow. It's linear color, I think, is what I use. There you go. That was easy. Tedious, but easy. Versus, let's see what the first version looked like. Squash down the face a little bit. Looks a little bit more feminine because the long face usually Generally for the guys.
Do we know what this thing does? Alright, well, I can think of no better way to introduce the band. Alright, up first, we have Jenny on the keys. Hit it, let's do it. You got this.
I'm gonna send it to my wife, see what she thinks. She's final say on this stuff. The cool thing is she's not an artist, so she has the layman eyes, which is actually very beneficial, because if there's something that she doesn't like, that means that that's like what the the normal eyes will be able to see.
But certainly not least, we have Jamie on the drums. And the real question is, can he keep this going? See what he's doing here? Can he keep this going and also play this pad here? Let's find out. Make some noise for the band!
So while we wait for the final word from the wife about this sketch,
So, there's one more major component to the sound here,
he's not helpful at all.
and that's y'all.
Well,
Ready?
they have to have some kind of opinion, right? If they're non-artists, they have to have some kind of opinion where they're just like, oh no, that looks a little weird. I don't know. I don't like these colors. You know, they don't have to be specific. What you want is for them to be less like you want normal eyes, and for them to just say something about it. You know, because like if you show it to another artist, they're gonna be like, yo, your values are off. They'll be like, yo, the anatomy's fucked up. Like, oh, where's your gestures a little bit. Regular people don't care about that shit. That's the stuff that you need people to show you or tell you. Unless my wife just fell asleep already. Probably. Last active 47 minutes ago. Yeah, she's probably asleep. Oh, he sucks? He won't say anything? I'll be right back. I'm gonna go check to see if the wife is awake. Until then, I'm gonna run a 1-minute ad for you guys. I mean, I'm not telling you to click on anything, but what I'm saying is, I'm running to the room real quick and see if she's awake. BRB. Nah, she's knocked out. He's like hella knocked out, so. I don't want to end the stream yet, though. Like, I'm having a good time hanging out with y'all, though. Should we sketch something else since we're here? All right, hold on. Okay. We're back in Clip Studio Paint. Ooh, it's midnight. Daylight savings. Is that happening right now?
Make some noise, Second Sky.
So how I've never been awake when it transitions over. Does it just go from 11:59 straight into 1 p.m. Or I guess or 1 a.m. Or would it rather is it like that? It's fall back. I know, but I'm talking about like is that how it happens? It goes from 11:59 to fucking whatever it needs to be at 2 a.m. usually, but it goes back to 1. Okay. Okay, so you still fucking weird. Fucking weird. You think I would know that? I've been on this planet for like 30 some odd daylight savings. Actually 60 some odd daylight savings because there's 2 of them. So, you think I'd know how it works? That shows how little I care. So, We're trying to get rid of it. Oh, I hope so. It's just garbage. It's like makes no sense. It's so inconvenient for everybody involved. I didn't know not all states participate. Am I finished? Yeah, I'm pretty much done. I'm just kind of goofing off now. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't understand people who complain about like the age that we live in. It's so awful right now, social media. I'm like, dude, we fucking we have like we have like Uber Eats. Like, calm the fuck down. Like, it's pretty sweet. Like, the time we live now, it's pretty fucking sweet, right? Like, I don't get it, dude. Like, what do you want? You want to fucking you want? Like, oh man, it was nice meeting you tonight, but I gotta go. Let me get your number. I'll try and give you a call at some point. You're not gonna know that it's me because you don't have caller ID. I'm gonna try and call you. Hopefully you're available to speak at that time, and if not, maybe you know what I mean? Like, yeah, a lot of the stuff we have like surpasses what the Jetsons had. Like, or like the next morning, you're just like, all right, that was, or like later on in the evening, you're just like, hey, it was nice. This was fun. So get you home. I guess I'll just call a taxi. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you got ads. My channel's running ads automatically. I could have sworn I have only manual ads on. to ring somebody, and I'm talking about this is only like 20 years ago. You know, like you gotta ring up the pharmacy. So is my prescription ready? We're gonna have you on hold for the next 15 and a half minutes. Are you still there? Yeah. No, your prescription's not ready. Click. Like, you just go on an app. All right, I gotta refill my prescription now. Like, oh, you were browsing your feed, accidentally opened up another friend's feed. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Ad block. I run ad block. I don't give a shit. You don't want to support other creators? I do support other creators. When somebody makes something that I like, that I really like, I buy something from them. Me having ad block doesn't do anything. By the way, I have YouTube Premium. I'm trying out YouTube Premium for the first time because I have the 30-day free trial. Let me tell you something about YouTube Premium, right? Like, I know if you have ad block, it doesn't really matter, but like if you try and watch YouTube on like a TV or you cast from your phone or something and you don't have like an ad block, YouTube Premium is fucking hella good, dude. Sometimes I forget, like,
Make some noise for the Patarmobile! That's right.
if you know how to use the pro settings, like the manual settings on your phone camera, even if it's like a 5-year-old phone, right? But God, if you have like a newer phone and you know how to use that stuff, it's as good. It's as good as like you know, like full body interchangeable lens, like being super, like maybe not as good, right? But you could fucking do some work with your phone. Anyway, you don't get disconnected from the internet if somebody accidentally picks up your phone or somebody calls your house. Anyway. the story to my OC. Well, without spoiling the story, I guess the best way to describe is she exists in a world where there are particular rules for certain people, and she is tasked as part of the people who have to enforce it. And it's not that she doesn't believe in those rules, it's just that as time goes on, the less she believes in them. And that's kind of the most I could say without spoiling shit. She's very old, by the way. When I say old, I mean that age where you just like forget about shit. Or you're just like, oh yeah, I guess that happened at some point. I want to try something. People are always like, "Oh, dude, you have you have an idea for a comic? You have it all written out already?" It would be 12 issues. How come you never did it? Because bills, fool. What do you think? Like everybody else. They don't know the blue light special. Do people even go out for Black Friday anymore? I know Black Friday is not like a really, really old thing, but I mean, I think is Cyber Monday just what it is now, right? Like people don't. Do people still murder? Basically, I'm saying, do people still murder each other for like $20 off a TV? I know they'll have like 3 TVs that are like $10, and then like everything else is like $5 off. You know what I mean? I did Black Friday twice. One time, I waited in front of I forgot what the store was called, but it's like they have a lot of gardening stuff. Osh, is that what it's called? I waited out there because I wanted to get my dad a barbecue, and like I wanted to give it to him for Christmas. And I figured this would be the best chance because I didn't have a lot of money at the time, and I saw that they had this really ballin' ass, like, I don't know if it's stainless. I think it was stainless steel. It was fucking huge. It was awesome. It was like $100. It was like ridiculously off, and it was only like $100, and they only had like, I think they said they only had like 5 of them. I fucking waited there at like 7 p.m. the day before. I still wasn't the first person in line. And I waited there, and they opened the next day. I think they opened at like 5 the next day or some shit like that, but I waited the whole time. Yeah. And then, and I got it. Yeah. And then I think the next time I did Black Friday was at a Toys R Us. You guys remember Toys R Us? Because I wanted to get some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But we got in there. The Yu-Gi-Oh cards weren't even on sale. Their ad was just like, everything's on sale, right? So we get there, and the Yu-Gi-Oh cards weren't even on sale, and I was like, get this fuck out of here, man. depends how good the sale is on those Copics. Shit. Wrong layer. This is why I don't like digital. Always wrong layer. You just have to say, if you go out there during Black Friday, you take the risk of everything that's involved with it. So in my opinion, it's kind of free game. I mean, like, you know, people get pushed and punched and trampled and stabbed. That's part of the risk. But I also feel like if you did that stuff, you could kind of get away with it too. Like you shouldn't do that. I would never do that. But I'm saying, like, if something happened or like I had something in hand, somebody yanked it from me, and I had like a stick next to me, I think you could hit them, take it, and just walk away. Like, nobody's gonna stop you, and nobody's gonna charge you. Like, there's no way everybody gets in trouble. Cause like, I'm a big guy, right? But I'm not like a tough guy. But I'm in better shape than a lot of people. So like, I'm pretty confident, like, if I had a stick next to me, I can take something back that somebody jacked from me. So I feel like that's better. I like that. I like that sepia tone. Oh, Exo, how do you know that we're done? Somebody here is doing a subathon. Yeah, we're gonna go raid somebody. So here's somebody doing some commissions. We'll go raid somebody.
We were a motorized bicycle company. They said,
We're raiding a new person because nobody who I know is on right now. I do appreciate everyone for hanging out. I will be doing, like I said, this is going to be for a Draw This in Your Style challenge that I'm hosting with DeviantArt. I will have all the details to that, like the sheet that includes all the rewards and stuff. I'll have all that up. Actually, I'm going to write it right now. I'm gonna finish this up, double check, make sure this looks how I want. But yeah, that's me doing digital. We don't do it a lot, but when I do, I mean, like, I'm pretty okay at doing digital when I fucking feel like it. Anyway, I do invite everyone to hop into the Discord. I dropped a link to the Discord into the Twitch chat. I want to give a big thank you to DeviantArt, which I dropped a link in the chat as well. DeviantArt has a sponsorship program for artists called the DeviantArt Collective. Click that, get some information, go apply. They've been supporting the channel for over 1.5 years, so if you guys like what we do here, they play a big part as to why we can continue to do this full time. We're gonna let the raid go do its thing. We have about 30 seconds before it launches. There's the Discord link. There's my online shop. There's the link to the new episode of my YouTube series, if anyone's interested in checking that out. It's from TwitchCon. But yeah, until then, till tomorrow, thank you for hanging out. Raid's gonna launch in 5 seconds. See you guys. See ya.